Bang! Neeves Knives. I'm Jared, and we are going to go through these knives very quick, but we have 5 fast budget knives. Now, we have a SITIVIEN knife here. So far, all the SITIVIEN knives I have tried have all been amazing. All of them. I don't think you can go wrong with any of them. This is the ST126 in D2 G10 inset deep carry clip, but it does have button screws, but I haven't really had an issue with it. Complete fall shut action. 100%. The detent is extremely well tuned and is way above its price point. These things are like $27 or something. All the SITIVIEN knives I've seen have been under $30, and it's shocking how good they are. The detent is so well tuned, stupid smooth, and the ergos are really good. It cuts really good. The blade shapes are working blade shapes, good functioning working blade shapes, beautiful satin finish. And I don't think any one of them, if you get any one of the ones that I've tried, and I'll link them down in the description, I think you should just try one. Just get one, try one. You will be surprised how awesome it is. Next, we have a KUBEY. So the KUBEY CARVE is a really good tanto. If you look at it, the way the tanto goes, it's kind of unique because it's almost a drop point tanto with a belly. So the tanto is not a straight edge tanto. So you actually can kind of slice with this tanto, and it's acute where you can use that secondary tip for opening things up. Beautiful choil. This choil works really good, and you can get a full grip right here with the choil. The choil's big enough to where you can just lock in like this, or, go full hammer grip. If you'd like to see the full review on this, I'll try to put a card up in the corner for you. So check it out. You guys can go watch the full review on this KUBEY knife. Also, you have the fuller here for the reverse flick, which is really nice. You get thumb flick it, reverse flick it, very well tuned for that action as well, which is pretty cool having a well-tuned detent for the flipper tab and the reverse flick. The coating does help give you a little bit more traction because the corner is not very sharp, but it works great. So you're not going to get a lot of resistance when cutting, but it does give you a great deployment option. Now, the access to the lock bar, really nice, super smooth. Detent is very well tuned. I love the jimping on the flipper tab. Works incredibly well. The texture on the G10 is also really nice. Comes in lots of different options as well. Now, the clip is inset. Now, it's not reversible, I don't think. I never tried to flip it, but I don't think it's reversible. However, it is a very good clip. Now, I know you see that screw right there at the end. Yeah, it kind of messes around, but you're all the way to the deepest point at that point, so it really doesn't bother you too bad. Super lightweight. You can see there's only one standoff. Lots of weight relieving in there. Now, mine, I do have a full review on it, and mine has a little tiny smidgen of play, but I've talked to lots of people, and that seems to be just mine. So I think it's an awesome knife. Great work knife. Very lightweight, so it's not going to be something you're going to want to hard use or beat on, but as a lightweight EDC. Next, the SHIELDON RELICANTH. Now, the SHIELDON RELICANTH, it's surprisingly good. Now, the SHIELDON knives, they're like hit or miss for me. Some of them I like, some of them I don't. This one is so good. The detent is extremely well tuned. Great break to the detent. No detent lash, nothing like that. Solid detent. And the access to the lock bar is really good, and it is stupid smooth. You can easily slow roll it. The lockup, very solid. Now, this one is in a goofy color, but it comes in other options. It's not just this color. I don't like this one, or the color of this one. This one, it's like a sherbet color, but they have them in black and different colors, so that's not that big of a deal. The ergos are really good in the hand. You have a harpoon drop point blade, and you can rest your thumb right there. Now, the geometry of the blade, it's a pretty tall grind, and it does cut very well. Being a medium-sized knife, this is not a large or small knife. The way the shape of the handle goes, you get a lot of leverage into the cut with this type of, backing on the knife. Now, if you look, you can see the G10 offers some texturing. I don't know if it really does anything for you. Now, we have a clip that is inset with flat screws, but it's not reversible. I kind of wish it was centered. But, I feel it just because it's right there at the end. But it's not horrible. It really doesn't bother me too bad. So it's not something I'm going to complain about too much, but I do kind of wish it was centered. But awesome, awesome knife. I think that this one is this is one of my favorites out of the shielded knives. Next. This one, man, this has been such an awesome knife. I've recently gotten it, so I don't have a ton of testing with it, but I have been carrying it for a couple days, and dang it, I like it. I like it a lot. It is so good. The CJRB MAILEAH. The detents is just so well tuned. The front flipping action is great. You have the way you grip the knife and where the front flipper lands, it just offers you a ton of leverage. So it's super easy to front flip. Great access to the lock bar. Very smooth on the drop. The thumb studs are nice and large and very well placed for the thumb flick or the reverse flick. Super easy to deploy and use. The ergos are not the best back here, but up here it's really good, and the blade shape is great. I don't want to speak too much on this one yet because I haven't tested it, but so far I'm really impressed with this one. AARPM9 steel, or ARRPM9 steel, sorry, which is a powdered proprietary steel that CJRB makes or Artisan makes. And yeah, deep carry clip that is reversible, and it does work very well. I have been carrying it, so solid knife. Now, last one, really quick. We got the KIZER T1 in MICARTA. I was so happy when they decided to make another version of this because I love the frame lock T1. Now, the T1s all have very solid detents. So you're gonna have to be a person that likes strong detents for a knife like this. At least, from my experience with all the T1s I've had or tried, they all had super solid detents, and this is no exception. Same thing. So you have to like a strong detent and thumb stud action, but dang it, if you like that, then you're going to love this. And beautiful micarta, really good quality micarta. You can really see all the fibers in the micarta. Great quality. Solid lockup. I did put a new edge on this 154 cm. It took a fantastic edge, and it cuts really well. I know the T1 very well as a frame lock, so it's just an awesome user, a fantastic EDC, fantastic work knife, just a solid knife. That's kind of the point of it. Now, the liner is easy to get to. It is very smooth. It is on bearings, and it does have fall shut action. Deep carry clip that is not reversible, but it does have a hidden lanyard all the way in the back and is out of the way, which I do like. So if you like lanyards, the non-lanyard the non-lanyard people won't be mad that it's taking away from the clip or anything like that. But yeah, super good knife, man. If you haven't tried a T1, I highly recommend you try one, and especially if you like knives as your tools, if you like a good tool. It's not going to be the most beautiful knife or most extravagant or anything like that, but it's a solid, functioning, well-tuned knife that's just an amazing, amazing piece. So there you guys go. Now, before we head out, I want to just say a couple things. The 10V KIZER Sheepdog. Now, this is like 80 or 80 bucks for 10V, guys. For 10V, you can experience basically K390 if you get one of these sheepdogs. Now, for not that much less, you can get the 154 CM. So really put that into perspective. Yes, you're getting, in my opinion, the better quality MICARTA and a super steel for only $80. I mean, just think about that. Blade HQ exclusive. I'm not sure how many more are going to be left. I'm not sure for how long they're going to be doing it or anything like that. Hopefully they continue to keep doing it, but I just wanted to bring it to your guys' attention. Otherwise, I can link this one below, which is a little bit cheaper, is the black MICARTA. Really good MICARTA still. This is really good, and it's 154 CM, which I also love. The one thing I do like about this one that I would prefer on this one is that it has the stone-washed coating. This one is the jet black coating. Both of them are great, and yeah, I highly recommend getting one of these sheepdogs. But the 10V for that much money, that's crazy. So don't miss out on this. Like I said, they might continue to make them, so you might be able to get them in 6 months or something if you just don't have the funds right now. But I'm not for sure about that. But there you guys go. I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.